Of course, every citizen of Kursk knew and believed that this would happen. But the very news that all the settlements in the Kursk region have been liberated, and that they have been liberated, is of course a celebration for people. I would like to congratulate everyone on this celebration. All those who were on the front line, who took part in the fighting, who helped our soldiers, those who worked and continue to work in the rear, those who sent humanitarian aid, our volunteers and our doctors who save people every day. This historical event would not have been possible today without everyone. The first stage that we are now actively engaged in is demining, preparing for the future restoration of the territories that were previously taken under control by the enemy, or those territories that were seriously damaged during the hostilities. This week, the Russian Ministry of Emergency Situations was deployed. Since the beginning of April, the Russian armed forces have been actively deployed. This work will continue, but it is clear that the first thing we cannot move on without is security. At the same time, the Russian government and we are preparing a program for the restoration of the social and economic development of the Kursk region. The head of state gave us such an order, and we must present this program to the president by July 1. We need to provide jobs for people. We need to support enterprises so that new businesses and investors come to the territories of our affected regions, so that new development points appear. This is a very big job that we have already started today. Initially, our colleagues from the military department and I agreed that as we demined, the border on the entry restriction would be moved away. However, in addition to demining, there is a more important issue in terms of the security of people, in connection with the non-stop shelling and bombardment from Ukraine. At least the zone that is within the range of artillery destruction, 25-30 kilometers away, is not safe for people today. Undoubtedly, we should have a museum on the territory of these events. We have already started this work. We have already started the formation of the museum's collection. I hope that the Federal Center will support us in this matter because, in my opinion, it would be better to make the museum not regional, but federal. Undoubtedly, we are century old. This work has already begun. The memory of the heroes, those who defended our land, those who, alas, laid down their heads here for freedom and security in the Kursk region, must live on. Our heroes of Russia, Sergei Kemnev, who heroically led the defense of Malaya Lokhna, the commander of the Primorsky Bars, and the hero who was posthumously awarded the Star of the Hero, and the Russian guardian Talib Tebelov, who, alas, also heroically died here on the Kursk land, all deserve to be remembered. The title of hero was awarded for feats performed on our territory. It is very important for us that the memory of these people and these events lives on, is strengthened, and that future generations never forget about it, because it is the best vaccine against historical memory loss and sclerosis. We will put up monuments and memorials, but first of all, the attention of the authorities will be directed to the problems and needs of the people. Tens of thousands of people still live outside their usual places of residence. They were forced to leave their homes, and of course, our main concern is the support of this category of people. I cannot confirm the presence of civilians in the city, but it is undoubted that everything will be done to evacuate and save them. As of this morning, more than 800 people have been evacuated, starting with the march advance of our armed forces. This figure includes the 25 people who were returned thanks to the mediation of the International Red Cross and its Human Rights Commissioner, Tatiana Nikolaevna Moskalkova. As for the restoration of the monastery in Gornal, despite the fact that Gornal is liberated, the enemy continues to strike. In any case, this is a work that we will not start right now. Gornal, as you well know, is located not directly on the border. The day before yesterday, I spoke on the phone with the Holy Patriarch of Moscow, Kirill, and told him about the difficult battles in Gornal. Unfortunately, this unique monastery, founded in the 17th, 18th centuries, has been damaged. Of course, we will restore it and do everything possible to restore this church and other churches of cultural heritage so that they can serve the faith again.